Right guys, a quick update here, but it's in relation to the two videos I made earlier about Sarah Everard's disappearance, which has now turned into a murder investigation as I reported then. Well, the latest news on this is that a body has been found in Woodland near Kent. This is of course the worst news that there could possibly be, especially for her family and friends who now have my deepest sympathies. But it would seem just a short while ago, Cressida Dick released a statement giving us this information and also talking about the fact that it was a police officer that did this. Her tone and the things she said suggest to me that they actually have a lot of evidence to prove it's him. It could well be a slam dunk at this point. Obviously, we don't know all that information yet, but the way things are going, the information seems to be coming rather thick and fast. It's only been a few hours since I released my video earlier. Now, I probably should say that they haven't been able to confirm the identity of the body, and Cressida Dick, as you will hear, actually says herself that it may take some time. Which, if you ask me, tells me that they can't identify the body straight away, meaning this animal has actually done something to it, the complete and utter scumbag if that is true. Of course, that's just me speculating at this point, but it would seem that way by what Cressida Dick says. Here, take a listen to it yourself and let me know what you think.
Start by saying that my thoughts and prayers are with Sarah Everard's family and her friends at this incredibly difficult and painful time. As you are aware, a man has been arrested on suspicion of Sarah's murder. This evening, detectives and search teams investigating Sarah's disappearance have found, very sadly, what appears to be human remains. The discovery was made in an area of Woodland in Ashford in Kent. As you can imagine, at this early stage we are not able to confirm any identity, and indeed that may take us some considerable time. Specialist officers have been with Sarah's family to update them on the investigation and to continue to give them the best support we possibly can. The news today that it was a Metropolitan Police officer who was arrested on suspicion of Sarah's murder has sent shockwaves and anger through the public and through the Met. I speak on behalf of all my colleagues when I say that we are utterly appalled at this dreadful, dreadful news. Our job is to patrol the streets and to protect people. The investigation is large, it's very fast-moving, extremely determined. We have had and continue to have hundreds of officers and staff working around the clock. Sarah's disappearance in these awful and wicked circumstances, I know, are every family's worst nightmare. Londoners will want to know that it is thankfully incredibly rare for a woman to be abducted from our streets. But I completely understand that despite that, women in London and the wider public, perhaps particularly those in the area where Sarah went missing, will be worried and may be feeling scared. You should expect to see continued increased police patrols in the area, as well, of course, as continued large-scale investigative activity. Please do report any concerns you may have, whatever they may be, to us. We have been so impressed and very thankful for the public's support for the investigation in so many different ways, but in particular for sharing our appeals for information. And we are deeply grateful to all those many, many people who came forward with information that has assisted us. My thoughts tonight are with Sarah, her family, and her loved ones.
We're off!